This is problem number 5 from section 9.3 in our calculus book. So if we're going to write the Taylor polynomial, and I look at this, I don't know a function that looks precisely like this, so I'm going to calculate the Taylor polynomial by hand. I'll set up my columns. In this case it's centered at 0, so I'm going to use a equals 0 there. And then my last column is that the coefficient on the nth term is going to be the nth derivative at 0 divided by n factorial. So we start with the 0th derivative, which is going to be the function itself. And when I plug in 0, I'm going to get 1 to the negative 2 power, which is 1. And that means we get 1 divided by 0 factorial, which is 1. Let's go ahead and find the next term. The derivative of this is going to be negative 2, keep the inside the same, reduce the power by 1, and then I get a negative 1 chain rule. So it looks like I'm going to have a value of 2 times 1 minus 0 to the negative 3, which means I'm going to get a value of 2 out of the derivative. 2 divided by 1 factorial is going to give me 2. Let's go ahead and do the next term. I bring this power down and I end up getting a negative 6 there, 1 minus x to the negative 4, and then of course I get that chain rule again, which makes that a positive. I'm going to end up with 6x minus 0 to the negative 4, which is 6, so I'm going to end up with 6 divided by 2 factorial, or 3. And then on the third order, bring this power down, I get 24, x minus 1 minus x to the negative 5, excuse me, times, it's a negative 24, and then I get the chain rule, and that makes it all positive. So I'm going to end up getting 24, 1 minus 0 to the negative 5, and that's going to be 24. I'm going to end up with 24 divided by 3 factorial, which is going to end up giving me 4. And you can pretty much guess what's going to happen here. The negative 5 times the 24 is going to be negative 120 x 1 minus x to the negative 6, and negative 1 chain rule, which makes both of those positive. So we're going to end up with 120, 1 minus 0 to the negative 6, which is 120. So my coefficient is going to be 120 divided by the 4 factorial, and that's going to equal 5, which means x minus, or 1 minus x to the negative 2 can be approximated by the 4th order Taylor polynomial, which goes 1 plus 2x plus 3x squared plus 4x cubed plus 5x to the 4th. So the value of x minus 1 to the negative 2 is approximately, when x is equal to 0.2, is approximately 1 plus 2 times 0.2 plus 3 times 0.2 squared plus 4 times 0.2 cubed plus 5 times 0.2 to the 4th. And I think I'll use the calculator to find what that value is. 1 plus 2 times 0.2 plus 3 times 0.2 squared plus 4 times 0.2 cubed plus 5 times 0.2 to the 4th. That gives me a total of 1.56, and that checks with our answer key.